Hello and welcome back to Tournament 25 of Halo Ninja Warrior. In the first episode, 50 competitors stepped up to the final Halo 5 tournament where we saw a wide variety of results. After the first 35 competitors failed Stage 1, we then saw a streak of 3 competitors, Sunnyside Splash, Super Ninja Jake, and Cobra, who all reached the buzzer in time. Tricky Cyrus was also able to join them, but sadly we saw our first All-Star, Alpha Puma, fail the Tarzan ropes. Now we will watch the remaining 50 competitors, including the rest of the All-Stars, take on Stage 1. Kicking off the second half of Stage 1 is a Turtled Cat, the regular. He first appeared in the last tournament when he went out on the Hazard Swing on Stage 1, only the second obstacle. He would love to improve upon that run. First up, he has the Rolling Hill, climbing up it sideways. He's gonna keep going sideways, almost overshoots that stable barrel, and now he's going crazy, he's going sideways, and Turtled Cat tried to do it all sideways. It didn't really work out. His run definitely went sideways, though. Next up, we've got KidVamp. Oh, vampire children. That sounds kind of terrifying. Hopefully, his parents are not responsible for that. Anyway, KidVamp is racing through the rolling hill right now, going way too fast. KidVamp is in the water. He probably didn't like running in the daytime anyway. That's on me. That's my bad. I set him up for failure. Galaxy Panda is up next. Another newcomer. 75 seconds on the clock. Galaxy Panda is onto the rolling hill. Climbing up it very smoothly. Now got to go back down. Oh, not going down nearly as smoothly. Galaxy Panda is in the water on the rolling hill. And we just had 3 straight first obstacle failures. Let's hope Gouqu can end that. He is a regular. He last competed in Tournament 23 going out on the X Bridge. All right. Can we get a little bit of success here? We've had a little bit of a drought after... I mean, Alpha Puma's failure was obviously tough to watch, but 3 straight first obstacle failures isn't much fun either. Gouqu is finally giving us some butterfly wall action. Gouqu has got the butterfly wall. Now onto the falling plank. He has not attempted this before. Can he do it today? The plank drops, and Gouqu gets into the head slide. A very nice jump right there. Now it is time for the TIE Fighter. Very dangerous obstacle this tournament. Much more dangerous than it was last tournament, all thanks to that bouncer. Gouqu gets a jump, but he goes sailing off forward. No chance there of getting a second save jump. And the TIE Fighter takes out another competitor. Now we'll move on to Flameasaurus. He is back for his 11th appearance today. And in the last tournament, he was one of the record-breaking 21 competitors who defeated Stage 1. Now Flameasaurus would love to go and get back-to-back clears on Stage 1, something he has not done on this course before. Flameasaurus is onto the butterfly wall. A nice clean jump right there. Can Flame pull off the falling plank? Flame is gonna get into the head slide. Very nicely done. Now it is time for the TIE Fighter. Gouqu just failed this. Flame gets into it, and he's getting save jumps left and right. He's looking good so far. Can he make the dismount? Flameasaurus is onto the crooked wall. This is an obstacle that he has had a lot of troubles with in the past, and he goes low, but he gets it. Flameasaurus is onto the warped wall. He likes to spring jump this one. He doesn't get it in 1, but he is up it in 2, and Flameasaurus is onto the Tarzan ropes with 22 seconds left. Looking good so far. Flameasaurus is gonna go right for the rope climb. He's got it. Flameasaurus is climbing up, and will he be the 5th clear of this tournament? I think so. Flameasaurus with 10.9 seconds on the clock is moving on to Stage 2 for his 2nd tournament in a row. Very well done by Flameasaurus, showing just how good of a competitor he is here on Halo 5. Whenever he can get by that crooked wall, good things can happen. He now joins Super Ninja Jake, Sunnyside Splash, Cobra, and a Tricky Cyrus on Stage 2. Up to 5 clears now, but that did not change with our next group of competitors, Bart Shubble, failed the rolling hill, as did dPizzle559. It gets dangerous when you get to the top right there. Widow Ninjaz jumped just all sorts of wrong on the falling plank. Ferks was barely short on the butterfly wall, grinded his way into the water. Buying Imp actually got a jump, but was unable to make it to the dismount. And then White, who's going down, should have gone down one barrel further. Could have been better for him. Guest 543445 failed just about as early as you can on this course, except for Tomametenoch, who failed even earlier. Ilyasaur failed going down on the rolling hill. We had OneSiren who failed going down on the rolling hill. And then we finally had someone with an ounce of success. Irish Ghost 47 got to the TIE Fighter but jumped over the trampoline. Well, the sun is setting and we are about 2/3 of the way through this tournament, but still a lot of really talented jumpers left to go, including our next competitor, who is hoping to keep up the pace from last tournament. Returning for his 13th tournament is the veteran from Taiwan, Volcanic Crowd. Volcanic started his career on the Master Chief Collection, where he competed in all 4 tournaments. The furthest he got on MCC was the slider jump in Tournament 14. He missed Tournament 17, but since then he has competed in all of the Halo 5 tournaments. In the Regeneration era, Volcanic stood out from the start, as he was one of only 9 competitors to defeat the Crooked Wall in Tournament 21. In the next tournament, Volcanic set a new record alongside Avowsthesamurai, as he cleared Stage 1 for his first time on his 9th appearance. He almost made it 2 clears in a row, but sadly timed out on the broken ladder in Tournament 23. In the last tournament, Volcanic was able to defeat Stage 1 again and slightly improve on Stage 2. Today, we will see if Volcanic can continue his impressive surge in the Regeneration era. Volcanic Crowd is a great reminder that it does not matter where you are in the world. If you can play Halo and compete on Halo Ninja Warrior, well, that's it. If you have Halo, you can compete on Halo Ninja Warrior. I don't care where you're from, and it's amazing to see some international competitors have a lot of success. You know, he's the only competitor from Taiwan that I'm familiar with, and he's done pretty well here on Halo Ninja Warrior, and I hope he does well again. He's onto the falling plank. Volcanic Crowd has got it again. He has not failed the falling plank in his career. Now he is on to the TIE Fighter. Volcanic Crowd bounces into it, and now he is jumping back and forth. Looking good so far. He goes for the dismount. Volcanic goes for an early dismount, and he comes up short. Volcanic Crowd is out on Stage 1. He beat it in the last tournament, but this tournament, look at how far back he was on the window when he jumped. You got to get further forward than that. Otherwise, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Man, I just think I didn't practice enough about this obstacle. So I was totally heartbroken, to say the least. Man.
Well, you can tell he is disappointed in that performance. I feel bad. That is a very tough way to go out, but that TIE Fighter, it's hard from beginning to end. Now we are on to number 68. We have Genzel. Genzel back for her 6th appearance. In the last tournament, she got all the way to the spinning bridge right there at the end of Stage 1, but couldn't quite make it all the way. Now, having some issues on the first obstacle. A bunch of save jumps right there at the top, but luckily she pulls it off. Now going back down the rolling hill. All right, into the head slide, and good to go. Onto the butterfly wall. It's a good jump, and nicely done. Genzel is onto the falling plank. Genzel lets the plank drop. She goes for it, hits her head. Oh my goodness, there was lag, and she goes into the water. That looked really confusing. Gonna need a replay of that one. Yeah, she definitely hit her head there. The lag actually made it look like she had a better chance than she did, but that is a concussion on the falling plank once again. Now we have her brother, NinjaBoi. NinjaBoi. His first ever appearance actually on the course. Now, NinjaBoi climbing up. NinjaBoi would love to avenge his sister here. All right, NinjaBoi is onto the butterfly wall. Gets a good jump onto it and gets a good jump off. Ooh, it actually looked a little short there, but he gets it. Now NinjaBoi is climbing up the falling plank. The plank drops. Can he avenge his sister? Yes, he can. NinjaBoi is on to the TIE Fighter. We just saw a Volcanic crowd fail this. A lot of competitors have been failing at this tournament. NinjaBoi is jumping back and forth right now. He goes for the dismount. He gets the dismount. Now for the crooked wall. Can NinjaBoi do it? He jumps. He's low, and NinjaBoi is out on the crooked wall of stage 1. It actually looked like a really good attempt. Just jumped a little low. If you got up a little bit higher, oh yeah, his kneecap hit that pole. That's got to be a painful feeling. Well, those siblings are now out on stage 1. But next up, we've got Game Show MC67. A new, very excited member of the Halo jumping community who would love to make a statement run right here as a rookie. Game Show. Rocking the plasma rifle? Is that what it's called? My Halo gun knowledge has decreased substantially over the years. But anyway, Game Show is through the first obstacle. And now onto the butterfly wall. Oh no, Game Show clips his feet as he's going over it and just doesn't get a jump. Goes right into the water. Now we are moving on to Lord of Ooh, back for his 3rd appearance. In both of the last 2 tournaments, he's had some warped wall woes. So now's his chance to get revenge on the warped wall. He has not gotten up it in his first 2 appearances. Lord of Ooh with a close call there on the first obstacle and a spin, which caused another close call. But Lord of Ooh is through the butterfly wall all of a sudden and onto the falling plank. All right. Oh, missed the first jump going up, but he recorrects. And Lord of Ooh with another 360 through the head slide on the falling plank. Hey, Lord of Oo's got style, but can that style get him up the warped wall this tournament? We're going to find out. First, he's got to beat the TIE Fighter. Lord of Ooh bounces. He's into the TIE Fighter. Getting those back and forth jumps. Lord of Ooh is out on the TIE Fighter. Another TIE Fighter victim, and everyone jumps into the water with him. We are seeing that TIE Fighter do so much more damage than last tournament. That trampoline is a game changer. Next up, we've got SaneThe Legend, his 21st appearance. In the last tournament, he became only the 2nd competitor on Halo Ninja Warrior to reach 20 appearances. However, he did fail stage 1. In the tournament prior to that, though, tournament 23, he did finally beat stage 1 for his first time on Halo 5. That was an absolute joy to see. Now SaneThe Legend, maybe the slowest I've seen anyone do the first obstacle so far. But Sane has never really been a speedy guy. He's someone who can get to the end, though. SaneThe Legend now onto the falling plank. Climbing up it. Sane is through the falling plank. Yes, looking good. I want to see Sane get some revenge on that crooked wall. SaneThe Legend. Oh, he jumps very early on the TIE Fighter, but he's able to get into it. He's sticking on the left side. No, Sane is out on the TIE Fighter. He was sticking to one side, and I don't know what went wrong. Let's take a look. Did he hit his head up top? Oh, no, he just jumped out. He might have jumped too early on the save jump, and SaneThe Legend could not correct it. That is a disaster.
No.
Oh! Dang.
Damn. What, they got pushed off. I was unlucky, man.
That's his 2nd stage 1 failure in a row, but the bigger story is this TIE Fighter right now. 29 attempts, and almost half of the competitors who have gotten there have failed it. This obstacle is extremely dangerous right now.
So last time I cleared stage 1, I'm hoping to do it again. However, stage 1's a lot tougher this time. It's an odd number tournament. I have a tendency to fail the crooked wall in odd number tournaments, but if I get through that, the thing I'm most worried about is those Tarzan ropes. But I feel like I'm getting a slightly better strategy on that, so hopefully I can pick up clear number 4.
It is time for the Spartan Sasuke host himself. Spartan Sasuke would start on Halo 5. It's grown so much on this game. It's wonderful to see. And now Rog is competing for his last time on Halo 5 here on Halo Ninja Warrior. Let's see how he does. His career started back in Tournament 17. He has been in every single Halo 5 tournament. And he is on the rolling hill going down. Raw gets into the head slide, and now he's onto the butterfly wall. The first obstacle he ever failed. Maybe it won't be the last. That's hopefully Hunter gets that reference. Anyway, Rog is onto the falling plank. He climbs up, and Rog is into the head slide. All right, time for the TIE Fighter. A lot of damage has been done. He does not hesitate. He goes right for it. Rog gets a jump in the windows. Can he make it through and get the dismount? Rog has got the TIE Fighter. Now for the crooked wall. He was worried about this one. Rog doesn't need to be worried. He's gotten through the crooked wall. Now up the warped wall in one. He's got a lot of time left onto the Tarzan ropes. He jumps to the second one. He hits the pole, and Rog is out on stage 1 again. He beat it last tournament, but he could not do it in the Halo 5 finale.
Oh, too much force.
Another shocker.
Dang.
Right from under your legs.
Definitely not the most consistent obstacle there is. That's frustrating.
Well, we have seen a few people who cleared last tournament who have now failed this tournament. Clearly, it's a harder stage 1. The Alex, though, he is up next at number 74. Let's see how the Alex does. His first ever attempt at Halo Ninja Warrior. He is on to the rolling hill. This is one of the in-house runs that was teased in a prior YouTube video on my channel. So, yeah, this was actually done from my room in Japan, which is pretty awesome. Now the Alex is on to the butterfly wall. Can he get it? He gets onto it, and oh, he got to jump off of it. Barely came up short. That was so close. Too bad for the Alex. But now we are moving on to a competitor who is finally making his grand return. Making his return is the Xbox One All-Star, Double. This is his 14th appearance on the course and his first since Tournament 20. After starting his career with 5 straight Stage 1 failures on the Xbox 360, dominated on the Xbox One. On MCC, he reached Stage 3 on 3 out of his 4 appearances. He also saw success on Halo 5, as he was the first to reach the final stage on the new game, earning him the rank of Xbox One All-Star. He reached Stage 3 again in Tournament 19, but then suffered a shocking failure on the Dragon Glider of Stage 1 in Tournament 20. He has not appeared since then, so now we will see take his first shot at the regeneration era. It's great to see Double back on the course. Let's see how he does. The rolling hill, he was not in the last tournament. Pretty much every single obstacle on this stage is going to be brand new to him. He's done a couple, such as the butterfly wall, which it looks like he is going to make it to. Let's see if can do this. Yes, he can. All right, the falling plank. He has not attempted this obstacle yet. He hasn't competed in the regeneration era at all, but he goes to the side. He takes a weird angled approach, and it works out for the All-Star. Now the TIE Fighter. The trampoline, he bounces into it. Now he is going back and forth. Double looking smooth as can be on the TIE Fighter. Now for the crooked wall. An obstacle he has attempted once, and he did defeat it once in Tournament 20, his last appearance, but does not defeat the crooked wall this tournament. Double is out on Stage 1 for his second appearance in a row. It looked like as he was going up the wall, he just jumped a little too early and wasn't able to get the distance that he needed.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough way to go out, but yeah, I'm just kind of done with Halo 5. I'm really hoping for a new game and just revamp my jumping career in Infinite.
Oh yes, I sure hope we get to see make an even bigger comeback on Halo Infinite. But now we are on to ObiouslyYoMama. He was also with the Alex as part of that special video behind the scenes that I uploaded. ObiouslyYoMama is going down the rolling hill. He goes down very fast, and he gets into the head slide. Let's see if he can do better than the Alex. The Alex failed right here. ObiouslyYoMama, he beats the butterfly wall. Got like a foot further than the Alex did. Oh, he's slipping down, and ObiouslyYoMama, he is out on the falling plank. Still not a bad way to go out. And then the third member of that group, Chopstick, is up next. Let's see how she does. Can Chopstick be the best of the three? She is onto the rolling hill. Going up. hesitates a little bit going up there. Oh my goodness, what a save jump right there. I don't know how she was able to get a jump off that. I think she's stunned. She doesn't even know what to do. All right, now she's got to go back down. Can she get down to the bottom? Yes. Okay, she goes. Oh no, she doesn't get a jump, and the rolling hill takes out another competitor. Either way, great to see Chopstick on the course, but right after that, we had DJ Mike246 returning to the course. He failed the butterfly wall, and then Father Shadow didn't even get close on the butterfly wall, coming up short. But now we are moving on to a very special competitor who did very well last tournament, and he would love to make a statement here in the final Halo 5 tournament. Back for his 19th appearance is the veteran Snozz. Snozz has not missed a tournament since he first appeared in Tournament 7. His peak on this course came in Tournament 9 when him and just one player defeated Stage 3. To this day, he remains the only competitor to reach the final stage on his first ever Stage 1 clear. Since then, he has never made it back to Stage 3 and has had many struggles with the first stage. On Halo 5, Snozz cleared Stage 1 for his first time in Tournament 19, and finally did so again in the last tournament. Today, Snozz is looking to go back-to-back on Stage 1 for his first time since the Master Chief Collection. Snozz is definitely one of the most supportive Halo Ninja Warrior competitors, always showing up for other people's runs. You'll always hear his little side notes during other people's runs, and we really appreciate that. At least I do. Snozz is through the first obstacle, now onto the butterfly wall. Gets onto it, gets off of it with no problems. Now the falling plank, he has beaten this obstacle in every single regen tournament. Can he do it again today? Snozz has got it again. He is 5 for 5 on the falling plank. That is no easy feat. Now he is on to the TIE Fighter. He beat it last tournament, but it didn't have a trampoline. Snozz getting his jumps back and forth. He goes backwards. Snozz doesn't get a jump for the dismount. He is out on the TIE Fighter. He was looking so good on it, but right at the end, he jumped a little too far back, and he just wasn't able to get a jump. Let's take a look where he hit. You see, he jumped over there, and he hit the side, so he wasn't able to get into the ledge to get a jump off of it.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah, I think you went a little too far back on that. Like,
No.
I don't even know what happened. Oh well.
No, sorry.
How much you want to bet if I ran it right now?
Happens, man.
That's just frustrating. Oh well.
Snozz couldn't even stay in the game after that failure. Well, we've seen people like Snozz, Rog, Volcanic, who cleared Stage 1 last tournament but couldn't do it this tournament. But next up we have Swantron97. He beat Stage 1 in both of the last 2 tournaments. Let's see if Swan can make it 3 in a row. He's off to a little slower start going up the rolling hill, but he corrects it very nicely. Now going right to the bottom. That's how you make up the time. Swan is now on to the butterfly wall. Goes right onto it, and now he is on to the falling plank. Swantron goes up. The plank drops. Swan, he jumps really early. Swantron is out on the falling plank. After 2 straight Stage 1 failures, he goes out early this tournament on only the 3rd obstacle.
It's not my first disappointing run. Won't be my last. With my Halo 5 career in general, the first half of it might have been a little bit better than the second half, but Infinite is going to be a turning point for me, I think, so we'll see about it.
There are a few people hoping for a nice turnaround on Halo Infinite, but yeah, this Stage 1 looking a lot tougher than last tournament's Stage 1, but hopefully that will not be a factor for our next competitor. Next up is the veteran crowned Ferret 19, more commonly known as Irish. Irish has appeared in every tournament since Tournament 20 and has shown significant improvements. After back-to-back early Stage 1 failures to start his career, Irish shocked everyone in Tournament 22 as he leapt all the way to the end of Stage 1. After failing Stage 2 that tournament, he was unable to make it 2 in a row as he failed the Swift Cylinder in Tournament 23. In the last tournament, however, Irish stepped up better than ever and made it all the way to Stage 3. Irish has proven that he has what it takes to be a top veteran on this course, so let's see how he follows up last tournament's success. I was so happy to see Irish on stage 3 last tournament. It's kind of crazy to see Irish on stage 3, but no fireball. I mean, I'm sure he's very proud of that. I'm proud of him for it. And I'm also proud of him for his course, Irish Warrior. It has been doing very well. I have a great time competing every tournament. Irish right now is onto the butterfly wall, and he handles it with ease. But yeah, please go check out his channel. He'll probably leave a comment down below or something, and yeah, you can find him there. But anyway, he is on to the falling plank. Irish has got the falling plank. Now he is on to the TIE Fighter, a very tough obstacle. A lot of people who beat Stage 1 last tournament have already failed this Stage 1. Irish does not want to continue that trend. He is through the TIE Fighter and onto the crooked wall. Oh, he goes very low. Wow, I can't believe he got that. He got 0 run-up, and it looked like he jumped low, but he still made it. Now he is taking his time to line up for the warped wall. Interesting technique. It does not work out on the first attempt. He's down to less than 20 seconds. Irish needs to hurry. Oh, he doesn't get up it again. Irish is running out of time. He needs to hurry right now. I don't know if it's going to be enough. 10 seconds left. He's onto the Tarzan ropes. He needs a miracle. Crowned Ferret is jumping through the Tarzan ropes. He gets through it. He gets to the rope climb, and he hits the water before timing out. Oh, Irish is out on Stage 1 right there at the end, but the warped wall cost him.
I'm content with that result. I knew it was a stage I probably could have beat. For whatever reason, going into this tournament, I've really been struggling with the warped wall. I mean, I got up at 1 and 22 through 24, and for whatever reason, this wall's been killing me in practice. So, you know, we'll go get it next time. It happens to everyone, and you know, I wish everyone luck that still has to run, and hopefully we'll have a great tournament here to finish out Halo 5.
Yeah, we gotta keep hoping for the best. After that, we had Dyxzan, who was going a little crazy, lagging on the falling plank, but he actually managed to beat it. However, he could not get through the TIE Fighter. Right after that, we had Sduko, who couldn't get onto the butterfly wall, and then his friend Siirvius, who got very close to landing on the butterfly wall, but just grinded off the edge. With that, we have had 85 attempts at this course, only 5 clears on Stage 1 so far, and more interestingly, out of the 21 competitors who set the Stage 1 clear record last tournament, we still have 11 left to go, but only 4 of them have cleared so far. 5 have actually failed. Z-Master, the only one who cleared last tournament, who will not be in this tournament. But we do have another one of those 21. This is Avowsthesamurai, back for his 12th appearance. In the last tournament, he got his 2nd ever Stage 1 clear. He cleared for his first time in tournament 22 alongside Volcanic Crowd and Irish. They both cleared for their first time in that tournament. Avowsthesamurai tied the record with Volcanic for most attempts at Stage 1 before getting a Stage 1 clear. Avowsthesamurai is through the first obstacle now and onto the butterfly wall. Avowsthesamurai looking so smooth on the butterfly wall. Now he is onto the falling plank, hops up it real quick. He is wasting no time, and Avowsthesamurai has got the falling plank. Now he is on to the TIE Fighter, a very tough obstacle right here. Avowsthesamurai jumping back and forth. So far, so good. Can he get the dismount? Yes, he can. Now can he do the crooked wall? He goes super high. Avowsthesamurai has got the crooked wall, and he's at the warped wall in 1. Now it is time for the Tarzan ropes. Can Avowsthesamurai pull it off? He gets to the 2nd one, goes flying for the 3rd one, hits the pole, and bounces into the water. Avowsthesamurai is out on the Tarzan ropes. Look at this. He got way too much momentum off of that 2nd pole and had no chance at recovery. That is now 6 competitors who cleared Stage 1 last tournament who have not done the same in Tournament 25. Here is Chris throwing it to the stands again. Is that Gotenks? Gotenks caught it last tournament too. That's crazy. Next up we have Chris, as I just said. Yeah, Chris, who unfortunately was British in the last tournament. Now he's back to being an American, and he is on to the rolling hill. He did clear Stage 1 last tournament, and it's been looking pretty rough lately for those competitors. So far, out of all the competitors who have beat Stage 1 so far, it is Super Ninja Jake. He's the only one who's beat Stage 1 this tournament that didn't beat it in the last tournament. Chris is through the falling plank, looking really good right there. And he wastes no time going for the TIE Fighter. He is into it. Swapping his weapons back and forth as he's jumping. Oh my goodness, Chris has some style. All right, the crooked wall. Can he get it? He gets the jump, and he makes the dismount. Now for the warped wall. He's up it in one. Chris is moving through this course right now. Look at him go. Chris is going through the Tarzan ropes, looking in control, and he gets high on the rope climb. Chris is climbing his way up, and Chris is going to clear stage 1 for his 3rd tournament in a row. What an impressive run from the veteran. Ever since I took out that Dragon Glider, he has had no problems on stage 1. What an impressive run. He looked so clean and was so fast and even a little stylish throughout that entire stage. And right after Chris, we saw more success as a Sonic fan got his 2nd ever stage 1 clear on this course, and also his 2nd in a row. And after a long streak of failures, we have 2 more members moving on to stage 2. Those are our first clears since of Flameasaurus at number 55. But next up, we've got another competitor who is very capable of beating this stage 1. This is Petrillo Fam 4. He did beat stage 1 in the last tournament. He cleared on all of his first 3 appearances in tournaments 20, 21, and 22. Unfortunately, in tournament 23, he failed the Swift Cylinder, but last tournament, he got back on track. Now let's see how he does today. Petrillo is through the first obstacle onto the butterfly wall. Petrillo, no problems with an obstacle like that. Now he is on to the falling plank. He climbs up with some frog jumps. He runs all the way to the end of the plank, and he gets into the head slide. Petrillo Fam is on to the TIE Fighter. He turns the corner. He goes right for it. Petrillo Fam jumping back and forth. Looking good so far. He goes for the dismount. No problem. Now for the crooked wall. He's beaten this obstacle in every single tournament that it's been in, and he does so again. Petrillo Fam onto the warped wall. He's up it in 1. Now Petrillo is onto the Tarzan ropes. Can he get these? These are very tricky, and they've taken out some very good competitors. Petrillo Fam is looking good, and he is onto the rope climb. He also lands high up on it, just like Chris did, and Petrillo Fam is moving back to stage 2 for the 5th time in his career. What an incredible, masterful run right there from Petrillo. Every single obstacle he made look easy. Very proud of this guy. He's come a long way just in terms of bouncing back from a stage 1 failure. He obviously had a great start to his career, but bounce back after a failure like that shows a lot of character. And there's his twin over on the spectators watching along. Way to go, Petrillo Fam. He is our 8th competitor, moving on to stage 2 in tournament 25. Well, next up we have number 90. This is another newcomer, our last newcomer of the tournament, GamemanGamingYT. He is coming to us from Latvia, which is pretty awesome. And he is climbing up the rolling hill. Game Man is, he's actually helped out with editing for Halo Basketball League videos. He definitely wants to be involved in the community in a productive way, and I love that. And he has got through the butterfly wall. Now onto the newcomer, Kryptonite. This is the falling plank. Can Game Man get through it? He goes up the plank, and he's into the head slide. Game Man Gaming is onto the TIE Fighter. Can he get it? He jumps very late. He jumps over the trampoline. And our final newcomer of the tournament has gone out on the TIE Fighter. Well, this next competitor is definitely no newcomer. He is the veteran Strafe Helix. Strafe has been a roller coaster on this course. Last tournament, he failed stage 1. The tournament before that, he got first place. He failed the cliffhanger tournament 23, the farthest that anyone got. Him and Hunter were the only 2 people to get to the cliffhanger 2 tournaments ago, but last tournament, he had that shocking failure right there at the end of stage 1. Now let's see how he does today. Strafe Helix. He has got into the head slide. Very nice. Now it is time for the TIE Fighter. Strafe bounces. He is into it. Strafe sticking to the right side, looking good so far. Strafe Helix, yes, he's got it. Now for the crooked wall. Can Strafe get this one? Strafe is good to go. He is onto the warped wall, not up it in 1. Strafe Helix. Can he get up it in 2? He cannot get up it in 2. He's still got time. Strafe Helix, 3rd attempt. Yes, he's got it. Now for the Tarzan ropes. 20 seconds left. He has enough time Don't make a mistake, Strafe. This is about where he failed last tournament, but he's gotten through it. Strafe is onto the rope climb. He's climbing up. The roller coaster continues, and this time it's going up. Strafe Helix, 6.3 seconds left. Moving back on to stage 2. What a nice comeback run.
You sexy man. Let's go.
You're not dead yet, mother.
Oh my god, he's beautiful. He's the
You're
gorgeous
almost
friend.
He's a certified gamer.
There's some sign of the Strafe Helix that got first place 2 tournaments ago. 9 stage 1 clears after number 91. That means we still have 9 competitors left to go. Right after Strafe, we saw weaponmatt get his second stage 1 clear in a row. He made it to stage 3 last tournament. But unfortunately, another competitor who made it to stage 3 last tournament, Spenny37, he got to stage 3 in both of the last 2 tournaments. He will not make it back today as he went out on the Tarzan ropes of stage 1. Now we are moving on to number 94, TNC Noodlez. We've known him as Caucasians or Asians. This number was actually reserved for Z-Master, who was unfortunately unable to participate in today's tournament. And because of that, Noodlez lucked out and got the high number. Last tournament he was in, he ended up failing the crooked wall. Now he's onto the butterfly wall, which has seen some damage apparently. And he is going for the falling plank. Can TNC Noodlez pull it off? The plank drops. Noodlez, he's into the head slide. All right, he's onto the TIE Fighter. If he can beat this, he will have a chance at revenge on the crooked wall. He goes for the trampoline, and Caucasians, TNC Noodlez, whatever you want to call him, he overshoots the trampoline. A rookie-seeming mistake from the veteran right there. But next up, we are moving on to our next all-star of the tournament. Our next competitor up is the all-star, Gotenks. Gotenks began his career in Tournament 8, and by Tournament 10, he was already on the final stage. He also reached the final stage in Tournament 11, making him the only competitor to ever defeat Stage 3 2 tournaments in a row. He also reached the final stage in Tournament 16, and is the only competitor with 3 final stage appearances. In the Regeneration era, Gotenks has only reached Stage 3 once in Tournament 21. He failed Stage 1 in Tournament 22, then cleared it in Tournament 23, failing the second stage. In the last tournament, he had a sad exit on Stage 1, failing on the first ball of the spinning bridge. Now let's see if the All-Star can bounce back and defeat Stage 1 for his 13th time. Gotenks, back on the course. He wants revenge after that Stage 1 failure in the last tournament. The spinning bridge is not here, but he's still got to keep a close eye on all of these obstacles. The first obstacle, no problem for Gotenks. Now he is onto the butterfly wall. He gets onto the wall, makes the dismount. Now the falling plank, an obstacle he has defeated every single tournament. And the streak continues. Gotenks, perfect record on the falling plank. Now for the TIE Fighter, a very tough obstacle for veterans and everyone. Let's see if Gotenks can do it. He's jumping back and forth. Gotenks has got the dismount. Now he's onto the crooked wall. Another obstacle. He did fail this back in Tournament 22. Gotenks does not fail it today. Can he get up the warped wall in 1? Yes, he can. He's got tons of time left onto the very tricky Tarzan ropes. This is what took out the other All-Star, Alpha Puma. Gotenks is looking good, and he's onto the rope climb, and Gotenks getting some save jumps. He bumps and Gotenks falls off the rope climb. He is out on Stage 1 for his second tournament in a row. What just happened? He caught the corner right there and bounced him back, and he didn't have a chance to catch himself. That is unbelievable.
Hang on.
Oh my god.
No! Oh.
Yeah, too bad. Well, you know, I put a lot of preparation into this, with this being the last Halo 5 tournament, most likely. I'm still pretty happy with it. I mean, I wanted to pass, but, you know, it happens.
That is a heartbreaking exit for the All-Star Gotenks. The last obstacle of Stage 1 takes him out. Well, we are now moving on to another competitor who has had a lot of success lately. This is Mighty Max 80. He actually defeated Stage 1 in both of the last 2 tournaments, as well as Stage 2. So he's got back-to-back Stage 3 appearances under his belt after having never cleared Stage 1 before. Let's see if Mighty Max can go 3 in a row on Stage 1. Very talented jumper right here. He gets through the rolling hill with a lot of ease. Now the butterfly wall. Mighty Max is through it. The falling plank. Mighty Max climbs up. The plank drops. He runs forward and gets into the head slide. Now for the TIE Fighter. One of the biggest ninja killers of this tournament. Mighty Max is in it, staying on the right side. He kind of turns into the window. Mighty Max still getting save jumps. Mighty Max doesn't get a jump, and he is out on the TIE Fighter. I don't know why he was staying on the window so long. The window stopped. He thought he could get another jump, but he went too far and hit the edge. It knocked him into the water, and Mighty Max, who was doing so well in the last 2 tournaments, has failed Stage 1. That is a shocker. Well, the next run was not a shocker. We saw SNOWBALL, aka Joey Davis, Vaze, I don't know all the gamer tags he's had, but he was able to make it back to Stage 2. He cleared Stage 1 in both of the last 2 tournaments as well. So he has become our 11th clear of the tournament. And we still have 3 very talented jumpers left to go.
Let's be real, guys. First place is cool, but I'm still hungry. This is the last big course that I'm going to be able to attempt before I go to college. And I know that I'm be very disappointed if I didn't go out with a bang. So, repeat first place is the current goal. Stage 4 is a bigger goal, and winning is the utmost goal in this tournament. But I'm also nervous because it's a big day. It's a big day for Chumpy. Let's go, baby!
Returning for his 9th appearance is last tournament's first place finisher, Chumpyyy. Chumpyyy began his career with a failure to qualify for Tournament 16. When he finally got his shot in Tournament 17, he went out on the first obstacle of Stage 1. He didn't clear Stage 1 until his 3rd appearance in Tournament 19, but he has not failed Stage 1 since. In the last tournament, Chumpyyy put up his personal best performance, becoming one of only 3 competitors to ever defeat the ultra crazy cliffhanger. In the end, it was the hang climb that took him out, but his incredible run earned him first place, making him one of only 13 competitors with such an achievement. Now we will see how he backs up his breakout performance here in the final Halo 5 tournament. Let's see Chumppyy's incredible story continue. Obviously, Strafe not doing a good job following up his first place finish in Tournament 23. He failed Stage 1 last tournament. Chumpyyy, though, can he set a better example here in Tournament 25, coming off of a first place finish? He is on to the falling plank, an obstacle he has not failed. Chumpyyy lets the plank drop, and he is into the head slide. He's actually got the 2nd longest Stage 1 clear streak right now, which is very impressive. Chumpyyy going back and forth on the TIE Fighter. Chumpyyy has got the TIE Fighter. Now he is on to the crooked wall. He lines it up. Chumpyyy goes for it. He jumps. Chumpyyy doesn't get the crooked wall. He is out on Stage 1 for the first time since Tournament 18. It has been a long time since he has failed Stage 1. He's been having an amazing career. And now, the streak comes to an end. 1 jump was all it took.
I was too early.
No!
Oh! Wow.
No!
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
With the bell.
what is
Damn
this
it.
tournament? This tournament's destroying everybody.
I'm just disappointed. I don't think I've ever worked harder for a jump tournament than I have for this one. And I've let myself down. So I guess I'm gonna go to college, get some women, and come back with a little bit less practice under my belt. This is the end of the chapter for Chumpyyy, but I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna compete because I love jumping too much to quit. But as far as skill goes, it's over for me. So peace out, nerds.
25 appearances on this course. That is a pretty big milestone for me. Yeah, the last few tournaments have gone well for me. I want to, just step up, do well, enjoy it no matter what. And this is the last Halo 5 tournament. It's my last shot at getting to the final stage. I got to the final on Halo 4. I got to the final MCC. There's no guarantee it's going to happen here today, but this is my last shot to try and do it. So let's see if this is the beginning of what could be a memorable tournament for me.
Keeping up his perfect attendance is the Ninja Warrior of Halo host, Hunter Unit 751.
This is Ninja Warrior of Halo!
As a newcomer in Tournament 1, Hunter made it all the way to Stage 3. Little did he know that he would eventually become one of the all-time greats on this course. After 19 straight Stage 1 clears, including 2 final stage appearances, Hunter was the 1000th attempt at the course in Tournament 20. Shockingly, he suffered his first ever Stage 1 failure, going out on the crooked wall. In the regeneration era, things were looking grim at first, as he had by far his worst run ever, failing the falling plank. Luckily, Hunter did not let his low point define him, and he bounced back with 3 straight Stage 3 appearances. In the last tournament, he was one of 6 to go out on the ultra crazy cliffhanger, but his resilience has shown more than ever in these last 3 tournaments. Now, let's see if Hunter can continue his new streak as we wrap up Halo 5. Can Hunter Unit 751 do it again? He is going for his 4th Stage 1 clear in a row, starting up his own new little streak, struggling going up the rolling hill right there. Hunter now has to go back down. He failed Stage 1 2 tournaments in a row in tournaments 20 and 21, but his turnaround has been phenomenal. 22, 23, 24, all Stage 3 appearances. Let's see what he can do today. The falling plank, the obstacle he failed in tournament 21. Hunter is through the falling plank. Now, the TIE Fighter, he goes right for it. This is an extremely dangerous obstacle. Hunter is looking good so far. Okay, the other obstacle he failed on Stage 1, Chumpyyyyy just failed it. Can Hunter do the crooked wall? He gets onto it, and Hunter makes the dismount with ease. Now he is onto the warped wall. He's up it in 1. Hunter with a reset on the Tarzan ropes. Not sure that was necessary. He's onto the first one. Gets onto the second one. Swings to the third one. Hunter goes for the dismount. Will he beat Gotenks? Yes, he does. Hunter is climbing up, and Hunter Unit 751 is going back to Stage 2 for the 23rd time in his career. What an absolute legend.
Get on in. Take you to Stage 2.
Carried away.
Oh, wait, what's he doing?
This is a first.
He's being carried.
No,
this VIP
I'm not gonna lie.
And Hunter is gone. He's
gone.
That's almost like,
That was really long.
that's almost
No,
like, that's almost like Jeff Brooks taking the votes.
Not sure what all that celebration was going on there. That was a little wild, but Hunter is the 12th competitor, moving on to Stage 2 in Tournament 25, and he keeps his brand new Stage 1 streak alive.
I believe in you. We're not messing up. You don't mess up. Oh, let's get a plasma pistol. Everybody's
The Grand Champion doesn't fail Stage 1.
Hunter, where you at?
This is a ritual.
I'm looking at this madness.
Wearing number 100 for his 5th tournament in a row is the Grand Champion, Fireball. As a newcomer in Tournament 12, Fireball immediately put his name on the map as he made it all the way to Stage 3. On his 9th appearance in Tournament 20, Fireball reached the final stage for his first time and climbed his way to glory as he became the 3rd ever Grand Champion on this course. In the regeneration era, he started off with back-to-back hang climb failures, but then failed the curtain cling in Tournament 23, ending his streak of 4 straight first place finishes. In the last tournament, Fireball lost another streak. While going for his potential record-setting 10th consecutive Stage 2 clear, he failed the second stage, going out on the final obstacle, the wall lift. After 2 tournaments of regression, Let's see if Fireball can put the past behind him and finish Halo 5 back at the top. Regardless of that Stage 2 failure last tournament, I still think Fireball has to be the #1 most expected to possibly make the final stage this tournament. He just has all of the abilities that you could ever hope for on this course. He's got the speed and precision, and right now he's got to use both of those skills here on Stage 1. He's onto the falling plank. Fireball climbs up. The plank drops, and he is into the head slide, and now onto the TIE Fighter. A Stage 2 failure like he had last tournament, it might have humbled him a little bit, and maybe he has more fire in his ball than ever before. Fireball is through the TIE Fighter and onto the crooked wall. He has not failed Stage 1 since Tournament 13. He has a very long streak going on. He also hits the reset on the Tarzan ropes just like Hunter. Maybe it's an all-star thing, who knows. Fireball is on to the third one. Fireball is looking really good right now. He gets high on the rope climb, and Fireball, no problems whatsoever, is moving back on to Stage 2. He will have his shot at revenge on the stage that took him out last tournament.
Fireball doesn't worry about the time.
Fireball
doesn't worry about the time.
Stage 2.
Very
So
nice.
nice.
I don't think you can get back, but
With the Volcanic used to be fast.
Fireball.
I'm pulling Miley Cyrus.
oh, he's
Hold
doing
up.
it back.
I'll do it.
Fireball showing just how much control he has over that Tarzan rope. He finally takes his leap into the water, but Fireball now has a 12 straight Stage 1 clears, and he has his eyes set on that final stage here in the final Halo 5 tournament. With that, the final Halo 5 tournament wraps up with 100 Stage 1 attempts and 13 clears. While that number is significantly lower than last tournament, we still have an incredible group of jumpers ready to take on Stage 2. Sunnyside Splash, Super Ninja Jake, Cobra, Tricky Cyrus, Flameasaurus, Cirin, Sonic Fan, Petrillo Fam, Strafe Helix, weaponmatt, Snowball, Hunter Unit 751, and Fireball are still standing with a shot to achieve total victory before we move on to Halo Infinite. In the next episode, we will see how the rest of this tournament unfolds, but in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like, a comment, and hit that subscribe button. If you want to compete in a future tournament, just message myself, SMOKEY MASSACRE, on Xbox Live. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time on Halo Ninja Warrior.